Did you know that roughly only 2/3 of Americans can afford a $400 emergency expense? Most people don't end up in such a financial situation because they actually lack the resources to be financially stable. Most often, the problem is lack of a proper management of money. In fact, having a healthy relationship with money doesn't necessarily mean being rich or having a high income. It actually means that you are financially responsible, make good choices, and don't regularly make careless decisions. In this video, I will tell you the most common reasons why people are broke, so you can avoid them. Listen carefully and take notes, because by avoiding these mistakes, you are going to improve your financial life and won't ever be broke again. Number 1. Not having clear financial goals. This is the starting point for every person's financial life. How can you have a clear vision of what's your path towards wealth and not being broke if you don't even know what you want, what you need, and don't make plans for those things? A common example of an important financial goal for most people is being debt-free. There is good debt and bad debt, and it is very important to get rid of bad debt, but we will come back to this point later. Other examples of financial goals could be saving for your kids' college tuition, being able to buy a house or a car, having a sum of money saved for emergencies, being able to retire. Only knowing what your financial goals are will make clear for you what are the decisions you need to make and the actions you have to execute for reaching those goals. So in order for not being broke, you need to figure out what it exactly means for you and what are the necessary goals to achieve in the future for reaching that position. Number 2 is not being prepared for emergencies. As we were saying earlier, 1/3 of Americans don't even have $400 saved for emergencies. This could be a problem, as there are many possible unexpected accidents a person could encounter in their life: medical or dental emergencies, car or home repairment, a funeral. Many of these situations could require you to find way more than $400. And what if you suddenly lose your job or main source of income? The last thing you want to happen is finding yourself in such a situation and being forced into getting credit card debt. Because credit card debt, with such a high interest rate, will simply push you into an even worse financial situation, and it will become harder getting out from the state of being broke. Number 3. Not budgeting. According to the US Bank, only 41% of American households follow a budget. The problem with not budgeting is that you most likely won't have any idea of what your hard-earned money is spent on, and you won't understand if and where there are important adjustments to be made. If you often find yourself having a hard time making ends meet, and you don't understand where all your money is going, then you know how important it is. Often having a budget has a negative connotation, because for many people it feels like something that just really poor people need to do, and the idea of sitting and figuring out what expenses to cut from your life may be very uncomfortable. But that's a very important thing to do, regardless of your net worth or your income. It is not rare to hear about rich and famous people getting broke because of their lifestyles without control. Number 4. Not thinking about the future. Most people don't have the mindset of worrying about the future and making decisions accordingly. Working is hard, and people rightfully want to enjoy life by spending their hard-earned money. Otherwise, what's the point of working so hard? And also, the future is unknown. So what's the point of saving so much? You may have a heart attack tomorrow and end up with a barely enjoyed life because of too many economical restrictions. These are good points, and it makes sense that you don't want to pinch every penny and make sacrifices while you are young and healthy and could enjoy your life to the fullest for planning a potential and ideal retirement that may never even arrive. However, it's exactly this kind of mentality that could lead people into bad financial situations. The most reasonable approach is to find the right balance between enjoying your life now while making decisions that will benefit you in the future. Number 5. Having expensive habits. Most people have a wrong conception of what luxury is. There was this viral interview between Larry King and Danny Pudi, where Larry asked, "What is a luxury you can't live without?" Danny replied, "Coffee and nice socks." To which Larry basically replied, "What the hell? Those are not luxuries." So then Danny asked, "Then tell me, what luxury should I have?" And Larry replied, "A private plane." And the rest is history. This should help you understand the misconception of luxury and that it is not just something for rich people. Smoking is a common example of an expensive habit. If a pack of cigarettes is on average $8 and a person smokes a pack per day, that would end up costing almost $250 per month. These are the kind of people who will claim they don't have any money to save and invest for the future. The standard of living keeps increasing a lot, and nowadays we have way more services and options for spending our money compared to the past, like Netflix, Starbucks, and avocado toasts. I'm not saying you need to live a life of deprivation, but realize that there are many things that you don't actually need, and if you're living paycheck to paycheck, cutting off some of these expenses could make a huge difference for your financial life. Number 6. Having bad debt. So we have mentioned this point earlier on, but what do we exactly mean with bad debt? We can distinguish two types of debt. Good debt, when you use it for things that could help you build wealth or increase your income over time, such as student loans, not in all cases of course, mortgages, or a business loan. Then we have bad debt, like for example credit card debt for buying the last model of iPhone, or other things that may not really improve your ability to create wealth. You basically get the possibility to buy things that you can't really afford and don't have the money for. This kind of debt is also typically characterized by having really high interest rate fees. Number 7 is spending money to impress people. Quoting Chuck Palahniuk, the writer of Fight Club, "We buy things we don't need with money we don't have to impress people we don't like." The average person cares a lot about what other people think about them. It's absolutely natural. But there is a healthy limit to how much you should care about other people's opinion. For example, going to the extent of buying a really expensive car, maybe even by getting a loan for it, just to impress other people, is not a good financial attitude. Most often, the nice feeling you get when buying something expensive to impress others is quite short-lived, and soon after, you may just be feeling guilt for the money spent and be left behind financially for the long run. And let's be honest, other people don't really care about your expensive designer clothes. Number 8. Not paying yourself first. This is one of the key lessons I've gotten from the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. The idea is that when you receive your salary, before paying your bills or buying anything fun, the first thing you want to do is to invest that money in order to generate a consistent cash flow. You want to end up in the situation where you build investments which create a stream of cash flow that pays all your life expenses and generate an extra income that you're going to deploy on your investments to make it grow even more. This is mostly about discipline and understanding that saving money alone is not enough for building wealth. You also need to invest. And if that's the first thing you do after you receive your paycheck, you're going to be less likely to spend that money on things that are going to keep you broke. So these were the main reasons why most people are broke. Now that you know them, you have no excuses and you have the tools and resources to become financially responsible and wealthier. If you found this content useful, please consider giving it a thumbs up for helping out with the YouTube algorithm. And if you didn't yet, subscribe so you won't miss any new video. See you on the next one. Bye.